Hello to you watching and listening to me right now. If this is the first time you're watching my video, my name is Judy and I am a life coach. I focus mainly on teens and young adults and I inspire them to create paths of sustainable growth through self-awareness and self-control. This video is to inspire positivity in all of us, not just our teens and young adults. Yesterday, when I posted on my Facebook page, I promised to tell you a story. And so this is the story. I chanced upon it when I was reading articles about attitudes and how we can all be more positive. So the story is about an elderly man who checked himself into a nursing home. After staying in the lobby of the nursing home for a very long time, he was told that his room was finally ready. As he picked his walking stick and began to walk towards his room, he put on a big smile and started to describe how beautiful his room was to the nursing assistant who was walking him to his room. The nursing assistant was surprised because the man had not seen the room yet. And so she asked him, "How can you describe your room so beautifully when you have not seen it?" This was his answer. He said, "My happiness does not depend on the arrangement of the furniture in the room. It depends on the arrangement in my mind." To stay positive and be happy, you must decide in your mind even before any action takes place. So at this moment, I have decided on how I want to see my room, and the arrangement in there will not make any difference. Wow, is all that the nursing assistant could say. And that's exactly how my expression was, when I read the story. But how would you like to think like this man? Thinking in a positive way like this reflects on our attitude throughout our lives. So how can we be ourselves and still be positive, just as this elderly man has learned to? And so reading articles and using my own, looking at my own life experiences, I came up with 7 tips that we can all use to help us show up more positively in our daily lives. It is in no particular order. The first one is that we all have some issues which raises our negativity. Or we have people in our lives who just will not stop turning our negative buttons on, right? I'm sure you are thinking of someone right now. Yes. And so before you leave home every day, one of the things that you can do for yourself is to focus on one positive thing which normally happens to you. I have tried it, and I'm sure if you try it, you will notice that if you think about a positive thing that is likely to happen to you or that has happened to you before, it just automatically puts a smile on your face. I bet you have a smile on your face right now, right? Yes, that's exactly what happens. And that has a reflection on our attitude. And so before you leave home every day, make sure you think of one positive thing that puts a smile on your face. The second thing that we can do is also to say an affirmation to ourselves. And so you can say, for example, after dressing up, you can just say, "I look too beautiful to allow myself to be upset by another person." Or, "I am too smart to get angry over someone's action." And so as you go through your day, when you realize that you are getting upset or you are getting angry, remind yourself of that affirmation that you told yourself or you made to yourself in the morning or just before you left your home. That will put a smile on your face and help the negativity to dissipate gradually. The third thing you can do is to have an open mind and see situations differently from how you see them each time they occur. Or you can have an open mind so that you can see other people differently from how you see them. Let me give you an example. A few people have done things in my life that I was really hurt. And so whenever I prayed, I will just say, because the Bible says we should pray for our enemies, right? So I'll just say I'm praying for all my enemies. But anytime I said that word, I used that word enemy, I noticed that even though I am praying, some names come into my head and it seems to me as if I'm getting upset. And so I decided to change the word enemy to people who put challenges in my way. And then when I say that, I start to smile because to me, it sounds funny. Changing from enemy to people who put challenges in your way. But they put challenges in my way because one of the things that I have learned through that is patience. And so it was a challenge for me to be patient in certain situations. And so you can do that for yourself, or you can find a different way of, doing a similar thing for yourself. The fourth one that I'll add is give without expecting back. This way, you do not get hurt if an action that you took is not reciprocated by that person. The fifth one is to surround yourself with positive people who would support and encourage you, so that in situations where you feel upset or you're frustrated or you feel that you are behaving in a negative way, those people can encourage you to help you move out of that situation. Don't go telling negative people things that you know they are not going to give you any positive feedback. They are always going to compound the negativity because they are filled with it so much so that they cannot see any positive sign in any situation. But if you go to people who are positive, people who always try to think positively, those people can always support you and encourage you to get out of that situation and find solutions to that problem in which you find yourself. The sixth one is to have a heart of gratitude. Anytime you think of something that someone has done for you, the blessings that you have received from God, or, an action that somebody took in your favor, it automatically puts a smile on your face. And so remember to always think of, to have a heart of gratitude, to think of the things that people have done for you or you have received. And that will also make you happy. That will also turn your negativity into some kind of positive reaction or response. The seventh one I want to add is that don't hold grudges and don't judge. We always try to judge. It's a human thing. But if we can take the steps to ensure that we do not judge other people, it frees our minds of negativity and or it frees our thoughts of negativity, and it gives us the opportunity to renew our thinking. I hope that you remember all these seven. This is not an exhaustive list. It's just a list that I put together myself through experience and through other people's experiences and articles I have read that people have practiced and they are working for them. And so I hope that one or two of these will help you to show up positively today and always in everything that you do. As usual, this is JFB Coaching. You can contact me on 361-277-1597. If you're calling me from out of the United States, you can use the 001 code or +1. You can get me on Facebook, or you can send me a message on you can find me on Instagram. And as a reminder, the discounts for the ELI assessment is still ongoing. It ends on August the 14th. So you can still go onto my webpage, jfbcoaching.com, and you can book for an ELI assessment. Thank you so much for watching.